Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. It's Polyester here. Have you ever found yourself attracted to one of the characters in Dead by Daylight, whether it be Survivor or Killer? Do you look at all of these profile pictures and just think that they're all a bunch of thirst traps? Have you ever longingly looked at Felix Richter and just wish that he would take his shirt all the way off? Well then, have I got some news for you, because it looks like Dead by Daylight plans to enter the world of dating simulator games. Yes, you heard that right. Dating simulator games. So if you've ever tried to find that finger-licking true love that only one Colonel Sanders can provide to you, or if you've tried to find that perfect monster to take you out to the monster prom, or if you've tried to find the dream daddy for your daddy, you are probably already familiar with the genre of dating simulator games. However, if you have not tried any of these, basically they're visual novels and choose your own adventures where you pick responses and interactions to do with the NPC characters in the game to try to get them to fall in love with you. I think that's how they work. I've never played one of these before, but that's my rudimentary understanding of them. And apparently Dead by Daylight plans to put their own offering from this genre into the mix. And it shouldn't be that surprising, because April of 2021 they submitted us a survey saying if Dead by Daylight characters were to be licensed in other games, what kind of genres would you like to see them in? And one of them was dating simulator. Now, how many of you put that as an answer to that question is unknown. But it seems that there was a significant enough response to warrant pursuing this. So last week, somebody tagged me on Twitter with a link to Reddit that had some leaks about Dead by Daylight filing a trademark for a game entitled Hooked on You, a Dead by Daylight dating simulator. And it had a bunch of watermarks all over this paperwork. And I thought, is this real or is this a troll? So I did some research on it, did this last week, but I haven't had a chance to make a video about it until now. And it does seem to be genuine, because this is the website for the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, and it has the application here from Dead by Daylight for Hooked on You, a Dead by Daylight dating simulator from Behavior Interactive, filed on February the 16th, 2022. And it goes on to talk about how this trademark will cover video games and downloadable comic books and graphic novel, which might cover the visual novel aspect of this game. I'm not entirely sure, but it's a video game, right? So I don't want to get into all of the official stuff here with like the address of the lawyer and all of that, but yeah, it's here. So it looks like this is happening. So I don't know. I guess maybe the entity realized that there are other emotions besides hope that they can tap into and feed off the energy on, such as love. So I'm not sure how this is going to work exactly. One thing's for sure. Make no mistake about it. There are only going to be original characters in this. You will not see any licenses participate in this game. It will be exclusively Dead by Daylight originals in here. So if you want to get Michael Myers to fall in love with you, that's not going to happen in this dating simulator. It's all going to be just originals. But I am curious to see how this is going to work. Are you going to try and pair up one character from Dead by Daylight with another, or are you going to try and pair yourself up with some character from Dead by Daylight? Unknown. I mean, there's a lot of Kingfield people out there who would love to just set up Dwight with David King and, you know, many other different combinations. I hear Rin Yamoka has quite the little crush on Dwight as well. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. I feel like probably you're going to type in your own name or whoever you want to portray yourself as and see if you can woo the character from Dead by Daylight. Not entirely sure. But one thing that this did bring to my attention is that this might be an extra way to, you know, have a little peek behind the curtain of what the devs have in store, because you can click on their company name and you can see like all of their trademarks that they have all the way back down to the bottom here for Naughty Bear. back in 2009, back when they were at, what was the name of their studio? A-to-M? A-to-M was the name of the studio before they became Behavior. You see here in 2010, they trademarked Behavior and their logo and some other different games. Pro Field Golf. Then we have Dead by Daylight's trademark here in 2015. And they trademarked the logos, and then they trademarked Death Garden. And then there was Giblins, that mobile fantasy builder game, which is no longer in production. Trespass, I don't know what that is. Golf Champion Swing of Glory, I believe that's another mobile game. Trademarking DBD itself, the shorthand version. What is Meet Your Maker? What is that? 2020. Huh. Interesting. And then 2021 in July, I believe this is when they went with the fat letters for Dead by Daylight logo and probably the hash marks without the skulls on them. These are like trademark edition amendments for the symbology, I guess. And then the latest thing here is the Hooked on You. So when could we expect to see this? Judging on how the timetable of when the trademarks were applied for Golf Champions and for Giblins, it looks like 4 to 6 months. So maybe by June we could have Hooked on You, Dead by Daylight Dating Simulator be a real thing. I don't know, like how hard it is to code a visual novel. It might be more streamlined and easier. Not entirely sure, but it looks like Dead by Daylight Dating Simulator is coming, and it's going to be a real thing. So is this something that you have any kind of an interest in? Are you just like, wow, I am playing this game until Felix Richter takes his shirt off and then I'm good? Or is it something that interests you at all? I do know that a lot of people in my community played the other dating simulator games that I mentioned. They would talk about them. So I know that there is some interest in the community for the genre of dating simulator games, but I don't know if Dead by Daylight would be one of them. Probably, because if they like dating simulator games and presumably they like Dead by Daylight even more, it might be a marriage made in the fog. I don't know. But yeah, looks like this is a real thing, and will I play it? I don't know. This is not, getting a character in Dead by Daylight to fall in love with me has never been like on my bucket list. So who can say? I might explore it just to see how it plays out and stuff. And I'm sure there's going to be some laughs in it in ways that you can like turn characters against you and spurn them by saying the wrong thing, and then they'll never fall in love with you and you can wreck it all. But it should be interesting to see. But I would never have predicted this. From the list on the survey of fighting games and other things, I think maybe Dead by Daylight would have been like this much above a Dead by Daylight casino game for options that were on the survey that could possibly happen. But so it's not the most outlandish possibility in my mind, but it is one that surprises me. But maybe I should not be surprised for how thirsty most of our community is for the characters in our game. Maybe I should not be surprised at this at all, and how all of you answered that survey. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think of the idea of a Dead by Daylight dating simulator and how much interest you would have in said game. It looks like the average price for a dating simulator game is about $10. So, it might be a little fluff throwaway thing to try and check out and land the love of your dreams in Dead by Daylight and be completely fulfilled. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, don't forget to take care of each other in and out of the fog, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
It's a Gen Rush life for us. It's a Gen Rush life for us. Set a hiding, we do gens. Set a randoms, we got friends. It's a Gen Rush life